Hello, it's Martin again with another video. And in this video, I wanted to talk about the customer lessons that took me 40 years to learn. Um, because customers are unique in the sense that not every customer is the same. They all want different things, they all want different types of information. Um, and customers will look at things differently. Some customers will look at the experience that you offer as more of a priority, um, and some customers will look at um, price as more as a priority. And I think when you consider um, customers in general, it's an art. It's an art form to be able to deal with different types of customers in this business. Um, but the most important thing I think with customers is that you're upfront, you keep them informed, you always return their calls. Explaining things clearly is crucial, and trying to avoid misunderstandings. Um, I remember when I first started in this business as a self-employed person, I always thought that customers were the same. Customers wanted the same, um, but they don't. Um, and you have to learn to deal with different types of customers. It's like walking into a room into a party, and a room full of different types of people. You've got very high society people. You've got people that aren't that high in society, um, and when you're in that situation, you have to learn to be able to adapt to each of those people, in your conversations. And I think that's no different when you're dealing with customers as a self-employed person, um, because we all know that when you keep a customer happy, it can lead to more work, and word of mouth is incredibly valuable for us as a business. Um, and it takes and you have to think also that customers want reliability. I think reliability, along with experience, along with what you do in your work, and being trustworthy and reliable. I think one of the things that I always used to stand out more was the fact that I was very reliable. Um, so whenever I had a job, um, if for whatever reason that job was delayed, or I couldn't get to it, or whatever, I would always inform the customer almost immediately, explaining my situation. Um, and, you know, and I think if you do that, then customers, not every customer, because some customers still get a bit uptight, don't they? But generally speaking, I think if you keep customers informed, then you will get on with them a lot better. And listen, mistakes happen. You can still make mistakes, which isn't great, but I think overall customers want a variety of things in working with somebody when they're working in their home. They want to have that trust for you to come into their home. They feel comfortable with you in that home. They feel your experience matters. And they want, like I said before, reliability. And I think if you can offer all those things as a self-employed person, then generally you will get on with most customers. There's always going to be some customers that you don't get on with. That's just normal. Everyday life. Some people you gel with, some people you don't, and that's that. And it's important to understand as well that you don't have to take on every job. If you don't feel right with that customer, or if you feel like there's something not quite right, don't take it on. Um, you know, Listen to yourself. You know, only do things, only take on things that you feel you're comfortable with taking on. So I think it's quite important from a self-employed person to understand the variations of and different types of customers there are out there. And you'll learn this. I mean, a lot of us, I mean, some of you now listening to this video will have already gone through this stage and you will have understood it. And you know how to deal with certain customers. And sometimes it's not about the work, it's about understanding the people you work with, which can make a huge difference in, you continually getting more work. Because you can be good at your trade, but if you're not good with people, in all honesty, self-employment can become much harder. So listen, it isn't something that you will naturally fall into. You'll have to learn these things, and the more customers you deal with, the more you understand them. But I think the bottom line is, generally, you need to keep in touch with your customers regularly, and you need to let your customers know whether there's a problem or whether there isn't a problem. If you're upfront with a customer, as a general rule, things will go your way and things will be fine and everything will work out, hopefully perfect. But yeah, so I think it's about understanding your customers, and I think that's the biggest thing. If you can start to understand your customers, then you will do very well in a self-employed business or any business that involves people to increase your business or to run your business. As long as you can, understand. I'm babbling a bit now, but anyway, that was what I wanted to talk about. If you've got any views on customers, let me know. I'd love to hear your comments on what you think and how you coped, and what was the way you worked around your customers. How did you cope with your customers and everything else? I'd love to hear your comments. But for now, that was I'll be back with another video next week. Thanks for now. Bye for now.